Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Sunday, October the 27th. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday morning. Brisk, beautiful day here in the Northeast. Saw that it's 27 days or something like that without rain. That's a little concerning, but hopefully that changes and we get some needed rain on our earth here, especially this part of the earth. I'd like to thank you for your flexibility if you're joining me here live. As I said in my message yesterday, I'd be here at 7 o'clock Eastern today, and tomorrow I will be here at 7:30 Eastern time for the fourth animal in our Tao of the Five Animals spirituality series. Okay, without further ado, I am going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we hear today's gospel, which is from St. Mark, chapter 10, verses 46 to 52. As Jesus was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a sizable crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind man, the son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. On hearing that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, son of David, have pity on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he kept calling out all the more, "Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take courage, get up, Jesus is calling you." He threw aside his cloak, sprang up, and came to Jesus. Jesus said in reply, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man replied, "Master, I want to see." Jesus told him, "Go your way, your faith has saved you." Immediately he received his sight and followed him on the way. This gospel can easily be brought into many topics on this blind man and how he was healed by Jesus. However, today I'd like to take a different approach to it. The approach being the crowd. And the crowd who initially, upon this man reaching out for help, was trying to silence him, try and rebuke him. You could tell there was some anger, some negativity in the crowd at that time. Isn't it unfortunate that that seems to be the case in many situations that we walk into? There's people who thrive on negativity, thrive on rebuking something that seemingly is good. It's kind of life as it was 2,000 years ago and life as it is now. But as always, there are interesting ways of how Jesus handles it that we need to look a little deeper into the gospel. I will digress a moment, tell you that in my early days of labor relations, when I would get into contentious meetings with union members, they would start to shout at me, similar to this crowd, and I would shout back. I didn't think it was the wrong thing to do at the time, but I did. I shouted back and got into a shouting match. And you know where that got me? Nowhere. Then I started to think about it, and I applied not only my martial arts training, but truthfully, mostly Jesus's training, which go hand in hand. And then when they started to get very angry at me, as they always did, and false accusations and everything else, I just sat and looked at them very silently. And you know what? It worked. What happens in the gospel today is a much more profound and important, similar way of how this played out by Jesus. He enters the environment, and when he does not rebuke back the crowd. He does not do anything except offer calming strength. Calming strength by silence, and then he interacts with the blind man, tells him his faith has saved him, and sends him on his way. He certainly had a moment of learning something about faith there, but so did the crowd. So did the crowd. And the hope is that in the next situation, they would not rebuke, they would not offer negativity. How about you and I? Can we acquire this calming strength of Jesus in our daily life? In situations where negativity seems to be running rampant? We can do it by offering his same strategy, some silent strength, some calmness that has an amazing way of tempering down at least some negativity and offering a road to more peace, healing, and compassion. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Sunday morning. As always, I hope it was helpful. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts. I appreciate them. But as I always say to you, and I mean it, I appreciate you being here with me. If you felt this video was helpful, please share it on your page for others. I think it's a timely one, and hopefully we can all take it into our day and week and offer some calming strength. I wish you all a wonderful Sunday, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time for an animal spirituality video. Have a blessed day, everyone.